Hello. As you may already know, given the topics of my previous videos, I deal with the supernatural and paranormal on a regular basis. Guess you could say, whether I want it to be or not, it's kind of my thing. I seem to be a light that attracts these sorts of occurrences. So, with that being said, I'll get into the topic of this video. This might fall into the cryptid category, maybe even the supernatural. So, around 2009, while in my 9th grade year of high school, my mama and I would go outside, and one morning there was a horrible sight. One of our cats had been mutilated. The body was cut upon as if surgically operated, as if whatever had done this horrific act had used some sort of laser technology. That's how precise it was. There were also 3 claw-like marks that I remember on the body, almost as if talons, possibly. But one of the more shocking notes to add is there was no blood left in sight. The cat had been completely drained of all blood, and not a drop was around. The only internal organ left was the liver. The cat's head had been bent backwards and left in a frozen, frightened position, as if left in pain and suddenly traumatized. We had hoped our nightmarish situation would be behind us and maybe was a mere one-time thing, which we would try to not think about. Even though we tried not to think about it, we tried every possible logical explanation, but there were none. Another day passed, and the next morning, around 5:30, the same thing had happened. We found another of our cats left in the same spot and in the same way, traumatized, with its mouth open and in pain. It was dead and had been opened and drained of blood, and everything that happened to the other cat had happened to this one. This kept taking place, night after night, until around 6 of our cats were killed. This was before there were reports and sightings of Sasquatch and supernatural activity on the local Topics community, back before Topics was removed, and before we had any cell phone for documentation. I shared my experience online, and I would later find it to be merely the beginning of more strangeness to be on the way. I have witnessed more creatures, cryptids, spirits, paranormal, and supernatural occurrences than I could ever list for one video. So this is one more in my series of podcasts, documentation of my experiences of the supernatural. Keep checking back for more of my experiences, which I will try and share as soon as possible. Feel free to share your own and like, subscribe, and if you can, help me grow my channel and show your support at my PayPal link provided below. As always, this is your place for the seriously supernatural.